Hey YouTube, and I really do mean YouTube. Hi everybody. Usually you don't see me on camera and look at me. I look like a big old booger wolf this morning. But I'm having problems with YouTube. You know, in my last video, YouTube told me that I had to prove that was my content. Now, I don't know how in the world I was supposed to prove that's my content. I didn't have music. I didn't have copyrighted material. I didn't have graphics. It was my content. So, I told my son about it. I said, I told him what happened. And he said, well, Mom, maybe they needed to see your face. You know how people steal videos and stuff. So, I'm here, YouTube. This is my face. I'm getting ready to make a tutorial, and looky here. That's probably backwards. Maybe it wasn't, I don't know. Oh, it's probably backwards. Melissa's hands. I will not be having music. I will not be having graphics. I will not be having copyrighted material in this video. So that's enough of this nonsense and foolishness. This is my content, YouTube. Alright everybody, I'll be right back. Bye. Hi everybody, I'm back. Just wanted to show YouTube. I probably got this backwards. Melissa's hands. These are my hands that are doing this video. Melissa's hands. Alright everybody, enough of that nonsense. Today I'm gonna teach you how to make this little Christmas tree ornament. It's really cute. I made one in purple. So that's what I'm gonna try to teach you to do today. And the materials that you will need for this project are excuse me. Of course, you will need 5 2-inch safety pins, and I have got them decorated in green 6/0 seed beads, and I've scattered reds and blues and oranges and yellows in there to make it look like ornaments on the tree. You also need, I think I've got 9 of these 6mm beads. You will need a head bead for the top of the tree. Now really I used to have a little star beads, and I can't find them. I guess I used all of them, but that would be perfect to put at the top of the tree. You have to have these beads right here. Let me move everything over. You have to have, these are 11/0 seed beads in silver. You will need, like I said, you will need green beads, and you'll need to use these for the tree and for putting in between your seed beads. And here is what I used for the to make it look like there was ornaments on there. You will need a bell. You will need wire. I am using 28 gauge wire, and you will need a cutter, and you will need flathead or flat nose or chain nose pliers, something flat in here. Alright everybody, I'll be right back to start making this ornament. Bye. Alright everybody, I'm back. I have cut approximately 30 inches of this wire, and as always, I think you need to wear safety glasses when you're fooling with wire. This is a lot more wire than what you will need, but again, I think more is better. Alright, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to string on about 25 of these little 11/0 seed beads, and I will be speeding this up. Be right back. Alright, I'm back. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to put your 2 wires together and pull down. And what you're going to make here is you're going to make a loop. And you don't have to put 25 on there. You can put 25 or 30 or however big you want your loop to be for your ornament. And as always, I want you to bring it down and put it as tight as you can, and then I want you to twist 2 or 3 times. No more than 2 or 3 times, because like I told you, you can bend these beads up. I mean, break these wires. Alright, now we've got our twist on there, twisted loop. Alrighty, now I want you to string a red bead on top, and I want you to put it through both wires. Both wires, and bring it down. And you know, basically what that does is that covers up that twist, you know. Alrighty, now, if I had a star here, I would put a star for the top of my tree, but I don't have a star, so I'm using a filigree silver-plated ball. So I'm going to put it in one side, and this ball has all kinds of holes in it, so it's a little bit hard to, without going through the hole in the ball, and sometimes it comes out one of the filigrees. So I may speed this up before I get it done. Alright, I got it through there. I had it poking through the sides and everything. Just takes patience like anything you do. I mean, honestly, it does. I've learned you can't rush this stuff, and especially if you want it to look nice, you don't want to rush it. So you just pull gradually on both sides, like we're doing, and try to get it even on both sides. The wire, you want it to wrap this silver bead. Let me turn the work toward me. Pull. Okay, it's about as good as I'm going to get it. Alrighty. Alrighty, I just dropped some beads over the side of my board. I'll be right back after I pick them up. Hold on just a second. Alright, I'm back. That's one thing about when you're working with wire, the ends fly everywhere. And that's why I think it is so important you wear safety glasses. Alright, the next thing we're going to put on was we're going to put on our safety pins. And we're going to start with, it won't matter which side you put it on, because, you know, this is all the same on both sides. So just make sure though you put the safety pins, the beads, if they're facing towards you, make all of them facing toward you. If the other side's, the metal part is facing towards you, make sure all the safety pins are strung that way. So here we go. We're going to put a safety pin. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put a green 6/0 bead between that. We're going to do a safety pin, a green bead, safety pin, green bead, and a safety pin, and a green bead, and our last safety pin. Now, we're going to bring these down. Looks just like that. I'm going to bring it over so it's facing me. The work is facing me. Now, we're going to take our other wire, just like we did on the angel ornament, and we're going to put this wire through everything again. So I'm going to push all these wires through the safety pins, the beads, and safety pins. I'll probably speed it up. Alright, we've got both wires through there now, and all I gotta do is pull, and try to pull evenly like everything. Try to make this go on there evenly. I'm gonna put the work toward me so I can, it's just easier for me, you know. And you pull tight. There we go. Hope I had that in the shot. Okay, it looks just like that. Now, it's the same thing with the angel. We have to run a wire down this one safety pin and a wire down that safety pin. And I'm going to try to do it without taking the beads off. You know, unhooking the safety pin and doing it like that. If I have problems doing it, I will unhook the safety pin. Like that. And there's my wire. Let me get my chain nose and pull them out so you can see that. There's my wire. I'm going to refasten this safety pin. I'm going to take my chain nose and I'm going to pull to make sure your wire doesn't get cramped. That's my phone ringing. I'm not going to answer it. Alright. I got it down one side. There we go. I'm going to do the same thing to this side. If I have problems with it, I will unhook the safety pin. Alright, I'm going to take my chain nose pliers and I'm going to pull. Pull that out. Pull that wire out. Make sure my wire doesn't get caught up in something and get cramped. There we go. Now, you just got to pull a little bit. Pull this side a little bit. Just to make that tight there on that ball. Now, this is what we got so far. My ball wants to go on one side a little bit. There we go. Alright, this is what we've got so far. This ornament's a whole lot easier than your angel ornament. So I'll be right back and we'll finish this ornament up. Bye. Alright everybody, I'm back. I had to get up and answer that, see who called, because you know, the work James does is dangerous, and usually I bring a phone in here. I don't know why I didn't today, but on with the ornament. Now, we're down here. We need to add 3 6/0 beads and pass through this head of this safety pin. Of course, we want to make sure that we are not letting this wire crimp up. And what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to pinch that head. Alrighty, now we're going to put on 2 of these 6mm reds. I like red. I love these beads. I've used them for so many things. I'm going to push it right through that safety pin. I am going to crimp that safety pin right now. Alrighty, and we put 2 more red beads on here. I bead here in my living room because this room hardly ever gets used, but this is the sunniest, brightest room besides the 2 bedrooms upstairs that face this side of the house or that faces out. They are bright and sunshiny, I tell you. Alrighty. Crimp those beads. Now, we're done with that side. We're going to do the same exact thing on this side, so I'll probably speed you up. Alrighty, we've got it through those 2 safety pins. We're going to put it through the middle and pull. Just make sure your wire's not crimped, and there you go. Let's straighten everything up. And there's your Christmas tree. Now what we're going to do is we're going to bring these wires down together, pulling tight. We're pulling, taking up the slack, and holding this wire together like that. We've took up the slack, and now we're going to twist this wire 2 or 3 times. And just 2 or 3 times is all you need. Now, okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to put a couple of green beads. I used silver beads on the last one, but I think I'll use green beads. And we're going to string these green beads onto this wire, both wires put together. Pull them up. And basically that hides that twist. Now I'm going to take this wire and cut it. It's too long and just unwieldy or whatever, however you call it. Now we're going to string our jingle bell on. We're going to use both wires. String that jingle bell on, and now what we're going to do is we're going to come up. Let me move my pliers out of the way. We're going to come up, make us a little loop. And it's sort of hard for me to show you on here, but what I'm doing is I'm making a little loop, pushing those green beads up. I'm going to make me a little loop. And you got to hold that jingle bell tight, and then I'm going to wrap. I'm not going to twist, I'm going to wrap this wire around. Now I've made my first loop. I'm going to wrap it again, wrap it again, and wrap it again. I'll probably wrap it 3 or 4 times. Alrighty, I think it's wrapped good enough. And same thing with your angel, and you know how I use the sequins. You just clip that wire off. Clip it off. Take your pliers and tuck that wire in like that, and you've got your little Christmas tree ornament that makes noise. Jasper, he loves them. He loves these. He loves the noise on them. You know what I mean? He wanted to grab them. But there you go. There's your little Christmas tree with a bell on the end of it. And I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. This is really easy, and last night I fiddled around and I made a butterfly. Now I don't know if you can tell if that's a butterfly or not. I was just playing around. My sister says they don't look like a butterfly. But I was just experimenting, and I didn't get to put antenna on it, but I think that I'm going to hang this on my tree. Just put a hook through there and hang that on my tree, and I'm going to keep on working on this fantasy butterfly. I give it long tails, but anyway, alright everybody, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. It is still Melissa's hands. I'm still me, Google and YouTube. Alright everybody, have the rest of the week. I hope you have a great week. This is Melissa, beading from up in the holler. Bye everybody.